What's up guys, we're doing a huge giveaway. We'll be giving away random prizes in random TPS videos. It could be anything, gift cards, PlayStations, $500. I mean hell, you might even get a new car, who knows. All you have to do is tune into TPS to find out. Again, it will be totally random which videos we'll be doing giveaways in and what the prizes will be. So tune in to find out. Then follow the directions we give you in those videos with the giveaway in order to qualify. Hopefully you'll be rolling away in a BMW. Good luck TPSers. What's up guys, they say defense wins championships, but almost every Super Bowl winner has had an excellent group of receivers and tight ends as well. Seriously, look it up. The New England Patriots wouldn't have won 3 more titles this decade without Julian Edelman and Gronkowski. The 2015 Denver Broncos had 2 Pro Bowlers in Demaryius and Emmanuel. The Philadelphia Eagles had a ton of playmakers on their Super Bowl 52 championship roster. Not every NFL team has pieced together a quality set of receivers and tight ends. In fact, only about a third of them have a group that you could describe as being championship caliber. In this list, we're factoring in the amount of star power, playmakers, and overall roster depth. And yes, tight ends are being included as they are a big part of any receiving core. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present the 10 best receiving cores in the NFL right now. Make sure to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications because we post videos every single day. Every day's a new video, so subscribe. Number 10, Cincinnati Bengals. It honestly feels pretty weird putting the dysfunctional Bengals on any top 10 list that celebrates greatness. Even though 2017 first-round pick John Ross hasn't progressed as hoped, the Bengals continue to get excellent production from Pro Bowl wideout AJ Green. When healthy, Green is good for 60-plus receptions and 1,000 yards per season, easily. But finally, the Bengals aren't overly reliant on Green in the pass-catching department anymore. 2016 second-round pick Tyler Boyd finally broke out in his 3rd season, notching 76 receptions for 1,028 yards and 7 touchdowns. Tight end Tyler Eifert only played 14 games between 2016 and 18, which is a shame. He thus hasn't been able to repeat his excellent 2015 season, when he notched 13 touchdown receptions. The Bengals are giving him another shot in 2019, so who knows? If he stays healthy, maybe Eifert can be a touchdown machine again. The Bengals probably won't do a whole lot in 2019, but they will win you some fantasy football leagues. Boyd and Green are one dynamic receiving duo, and Eifert's a wild card. Expect some more quality production from the Bengals pass catchers. Number 9, Chicago Bears. After an okay rookie season from Mitch Trubisky, GM Ryan Pace decided it was time to go all out in building a better supporting cast. The first order of business was hiring offensive guru Matt Nagy as head coach. The next thing was throwing some money around in free agency. He got himself Philadelphia Eagles tight end Trey Burton, best known as the guy who threw a TD pass to Nick Foles in Super Bowl 52. Pace also signed Jacksonville Jaguars standout receiver Allen Robinson and the speedy and crafty Taylor Gabriel. Robinson led the Bears in receiving. Flashy running back Tariq Cohen picked up 725 receiving yards. Burton also made some big plays, while Gabriel set career best in receptions and yards. They also drafted Ryan Ridley, the youngest brother of Atlanta Falcons wideout Calvin Ridley. That was in the 4th round. Trubisky is primed for a monster season in 2019. Number 8, Indianapolis Colts. T.Y. Hilton has quietly been one of the NFL's elite wide receivers since his 2012 rookie year. Need proof? He's finished with no fewer than 861 yards in a season, and he's surpassed the 1,000 yards mark 5 times. Hilton has also recorded 80-plus receptions in 3 different seasons. Tight end Eric Ebron, who was quite a bust with the Detroit Lions, finally put it all together in his first season with the Colts in 2018. He caught 66 passes for 750 yards and 13 touchdowns. And with the way Andrew Luck played in 2018, why should we expect Ebron to regress? If anything, he could build off a career year and do even better. The Colts' offensive arsenal added 2 more weapons in the 2019 offseason. They brought in 6'4", 225-pound wideout Devin Funchess via free agency and drafted Ohio State product Paris Campbell in the 2nd round. And so this lethal offense from 2019 should only get better. Number 7, Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings simply cracked the top 10 because they have one of the league's most dynamic wide receiver duos. But not a whole lot after that. Adam Thielen went from an undrafted nobody to the Vikings' #1 offensive weapon. Thielen followed it up with 91 receptions for 1,276 yards and 4 touchdowns, leading many to the NFC Championship game. He took it to another level in 2018, finishing with 113 catches for 1,373 yards and 9 touchdowns. Thielen's sidekick Stephon Diggs also seemed to get better each year. 2018 marked his first season with 100-plus catches and 1,000-plus yards, and this was with with a very inconsistent Kirk Cousins feeding him the ball. Tight end Kyle Rudolph was always a security blanket, but the Vikings found his successor in Irv Smith Jr. with the number 50 pick in this year's draft. If he can contribute early, Minnesota's offense should reach another level in 2019. Otherwise, Thielen and Diggs will be just fine doing all the pass-catching work on their own. Number 6, Los Angeles Chargers. Losing Tyrell Williams to the Oakland Raiders in free agency hurts, but Phillip Rivers has more than enough weapons anyway. Keenan Allen isn't lacking in individual hardware. The 6'1", 211-pound Pro Bowler was named the 2013 Pepsi NFL Rookie of the Year and the 2017 Comeback Player of the Year. It's a shame he missed half of 2015 and all but one game in 2016. Otherwise, Allen could have been well on his way towards booking his ticket to Canton. But he's been healthy the last 2 years and helped the Chargers earn consecutive winning seasons, including a playoff berth in 2018. Speaking of big athletic wideouts, 2017 first-rounder Mike Williams showed signs of breaking out with 10 touchdowns in his sophomore year. We expect even bigger things from him in 2019. Tight end Hunter Henry missed most of 2018 with an ACL tear, but if healthy, he could break out and grow into the ultimate touchdown machine. And though he's been used aplenty in the special teams department, Travis Benjamin is capable of making some big plays in the passing game as well, and it should be one of the NFL's best once again in 2019. Number 5, Kansas City Chiefs. We probably should have the Chiefs higher on this list, but there are a few factors that made us decide to put them behind 4 teams. For starters, who knows about Tyreek Hill and if he'll be the same again after more offseason troubles. Sammy Watkins was a big-time contributor in the AFC Championship game, but he recorded the second fewest receiving yards of his career. On top of that, the 13 yards per catch were the lowest Watkins has recorded in a season. And though the Chiefs made the right decision to release Kareem Hunt, his replacement Damian Williams isn't quite as dynamic in the passing game. But hey, Travis Kelce is probably the new best tight end in the NFL now with Rob Gronkowski retired. And even if Hill isn't as productive in 2018, he's still going to be one of the league's leaders in all receiving categories. Patrick Mahomes won't throw 50 touchdowns again in 2019. Regression is almost inevitable. Still, he and the Chiefs will continue to give opposing defenses headaches. Expect another big year from the Kansas City offense. Number 4, Cleveland Browns. Shout out to GM John Dorsey for hosing 2 teams in trades in order to gain a pair of elite wide receivers. The Browns might have the NFL's best wide receiver duo in 2019. The flashy, speedy, and crafty Jarvis Landry excelled in his first year with the Browns. Not only that, but rookie wideout Antonio Callaway and sophomore tight end David Njoku also contributed nicely. They should both do even more in 2019. Oh, but it doesn't end there. The Browns also traded for Odell Beckham Jr., arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL right now. Beckham put up filthy stats with Eli Manning. Now, he's joining rising star Baker Mayfield, who's destined for an MVP-like year in 2019. Beckham and Landry are going to be terrifying enough for defenses to deal with. But Callaway and Njoku are also impact players that will help this offense reach another level in 2019. How weird is it to talk about how great the Browns will be? It's like really weird, but I love it. I don't know why. I like it. I like the underdog. Don't pinch yourself. This is not a dream. They could be a historically dominant unit in 2019. And that's like good for them. Awesome. Browns fans, you deserve it. I mean, damn. Number 3, Atlanta Falcons. Things simply didn't go the Falcons' way in a 2018 season full of Super Bowl aspirations. Too many injuries, too many bad bounces, too many late game miscues. But hey, quarterback Matt Ryan pieced together perhaps the second best season of his career, right behind his 2016 MVP campaign. New offensive coordinator Dirk Koetter should have plenty of fun making magic happen with this group. Julio Jones figures to regain the title of the NFL's best wide receiver since Antonio Brown is going from Ben Roethlisberger to Derek Carr. Calvin Ridley had an excellent rookie year and should only get better as he grows. But it's not just Ridley and Jones. The Falcons also have another speedster and deep threat in Mohamed Sanu, who registered a career-high 838 receiving yards in 2018. Young tight end Austin Hooper is also a nice weapon in the red zone and on third downs. This Falcons offense could be more lethal than the 2016 unit that propelled them to a Super Bowl appearance. So stay tuned. Number 2, Philadelphia Eagles. As you all know, the Eagles won Super Bowl 52 on the basis of a high-flying and nearly unstoppable offensive machine. The core of the roster stayed intact during the 2018 season, and yet this unit in 2019 looks like the best in the young Doug Peterson-Carson Wentz era. Obviously, the pass-catching department starts with big man and ultra-athletic athletic Alshon Jeffrey. Then you throw in Mr. Reliable Zach Ertz, who's coming off the first 1,000-yard season of his career. If that wasn't scary enough, well, the Eagles reunited with the lightning-fast Deshaun Jackson this offseason, acquiring him via trade after a frustrating tenure with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, how much fun he will have stretching the field and catching all those home run balls from Carson Wentz. And finally, the Eagles drafted Stanford product J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the second round. He might not be a star right away, but he should be able to make some plays as he continues to develop. Yeesh. One elite wide receiver, a stud tight end, a couple of speedsters, and a talented rookie. Yeah, the Eagles offense will be even more dynamic and efficient in 2019. Number 1, Los Angeles Rams. Maybe the other teams on our list have more depth, but the Rams have one of the best three-headed monsters at wide receiver we've seen in years. It's on the level of the 2013 Denver Broncos, which featured Demaryius Thomas, Wes Welker, Eric Decker, and Julius Thomas. In his first full 16-game season with the Rams in 2018, Robert Woods enjoyed a career year with 86 catches for 1,219 yards and 6 touchdowns. The super fast and crafty Brandon Cooks recorded his 4th straight 1,000-yard season. He continues to excel anywhere he goes. What a connection he and Jared Goff became. Those two alone are pretty scary, and we haven't even mentioned Cooper Kupp yet. He was enjoying a productive sophomore year in 2018 before suffering an ACL tear. What a difference he would have made in Super Bowl 53. At any rate, Kupp should continue to grow with Goff. His 566 yards and 6 touchdowns in 8 games in 2018 was just a glimpse of what's to come for the former Eastern Washington product. And even Josh Reynolds can chip in with some big plays. And Todd Gurley does a good amount of damage in the passing game as well. I mean, sorry non-Rams fans, but there's no disputing who has the NFL's best receiving core. What other team could potentially field 3 1,000-yard guys in 2019? Oh yeah, only the Rams. Which do you think is the best receiving core in the NFL? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week. And they're really entertaining, so if you want more of me, you should go there. If this is your first time coming around TPS, make sure to subscribe because we post videos every single day. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. A lot of good videos. Subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click right down there. Smash that like button. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.
My knee.